Greetings. This is the Florida Golden Girl. Today's travel adventure takes us to the town of Maitland. And today we're going to take a look at another local cemetery. This is an interesting cemetery. It's got a little bit of history. And the name of it is Eatonville Memorial Gardens. Today's a little bit nice and breezy. It's December and yeah, it's holiday season, folks. And this has got a little bit of old and a little bit of new. So let's take a look and see what we can find today. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. So, Geneva Jackson, she died in 2007. It looks like a lot of these are above ground. I don't know. It looks like the vaults are above ground. I've not, well, I can't say I've not seen that before, but it's unusual. Because I don't think that this is a place where it would flood, so I'm not sure why it lays it out like that. See where it's It may have been originally laid out like that, and they just continued. So this is Otis Mitchell, and he was a World War II vet. So it's nice. I've got the whole cemetery to myself, which I've mentioned in previous videos. It allows me to do what I need to do without distraction, background noise, except the natural sound that you hear is probably the wind. And you could see that there's Christmas decorations out. Now, this cemetery has been around for quite a while. There's nobody famous buried here, just a lot of locals. And as I mentioned, every cemetery has its own unique charm. So this is another World War II vet. So it looks like the property line is way back there, and again, it's next to a power plant and it's next to a neighborhood. There's one main road that you can go in, but really it's not what you'd call a neglected cemetery, but I don't know. I'm gonna go to this side and see what's here. It's a nice picture. So why they would put Golden Funeral Home, I have no idea, but would you want that on your marker? Unless they paid for it for free, then you have no say so. And here's another one. This is an interesting one. See how the handles are? It's kind of spooky. John Alexander. It makes me wonder if anybody does have a choice whether they want it above ground or below ground. There are no columbariums here for anybody that wants to be cremated. It's a nice stone. Now, I don't know if these were older markers. So, this is a Korean veteran. $31. Looks like time and the weather really do take a toll. On headstones and markers. This is a gentleman who's a World War II vet. He was a member of World War II. I've already said that. And Oh, this gentleman, so I guess there is one sort of semi-famous person. This gentleman, his name is Nathaniel Vereen, and he was the mayor. So I guess he was born in 1924, and he was a two-term mayor, so he was from 63 to 80, and then again from 88 to 89. Well, that's pretty cool, but I don't know who he was the mayor of. There's nothing that indicates anything. I guess he was the mayor of Eatonville. I'd have to look that up, and I can add that in the description of who he was. It looks like that's a family. See, you got a World War II vet right here. His name was a master sergeant. And then you have Roberta. And then you got someone else. And then you got Delia Vereen. Oh, wow. Almost 100 years. Not quite, but she lived a long life. It's a pretty name. And then it looks like they've marked any type of veteran grave with a marker, so he was World War II. I said this is I wonder if anybody comes out here and visits. So (1972) was a Mason above ground. Dumpster right there. So it makes me wonder if they're clearing out this spot for more graves, or are they doing any type of getting rid of the hurricane damage. I'm in the far near where the border is. There's no, I can't tell if this is what you would call the older section. '63. World War I. So you can see where I'm at. That's the line right there. I don't think this is a really old cemetery, guys. I haven't found any super old graves. I guess the earliest ones was 1963. The Williams family over there. Looks like I'm not alone, folks. A lot of sand. Well, folks, I had a very nice conversation with the owner of the cemetery. It is a 501c3 organization that has evidently took this over, and she pointed out some interesting history. This is one of the older graves she was telling me about. So he departed this life in 1926, and he's age 50. And so she pointed out that there are some older graves that are here. And here's another one. This is evidently a relative of hers. Last name is Thomas, and his name was Walter, and he died, I don't know if you could see that or not, but he died in 1923 at the age of 63. So the lady also pointed out that these graves here, they were all members of the of the Eatonville Community Cemetery Association. So she was a principal, and Hungerford Normal and Industrial School is a very famous school that's local to the area. And then this lady here, she is Eatonville Gardens trustee. And so I guess around this tree, they were all very part of the association. But a lot of this nice lady's relatives are buried in the area. And she said that it's taken a long time for her to get together and clean up this whole area. And one thing that she noted is that there's been a lot of weird stuff going on. Like people will have like voodoo sacrifices near graves and desecrate graves and things like that, which I think is a shame. You know, where they go out there and have no respect and just come in here and do this. Now, this cemetery does not have a fence around it, which is one of the things I told her they may want to consider, but everything is all about money. She did mention that a lot of the graves are marked with a flag for the veterans. They try to get the local veterans organizations to come out and lay flags, you know, like for Veterans Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Remembrance Day. So she noted, I asked her the question about why are a lot of the graves above the ground, and she said that when the initial cemetery was laid out, that's how it was. She said that as new people are interred, then that will change. She says she doesn't like it that they're above ground, that it's better for them to be below ground. So, and that another new requirement is you'll see that a lot of these people will have these type of temporary markers, and she said their requirement is they must have a permanent marker. And I could tell you that from having to talk to other people, that it takes a lot of time before a permanent marker is installed. Normally it used to be within a week, not anymore. Time and material and everything takes its toll. So 1979. So you could see I'm right back here at the property line. They really were a nice couple. They're both retired, but they spend their time out here doing what they can. Now this is interesting. So I guess he was a member. You have Genesis and Exodus. So he was a firefighter. I've never seen that before. Very interesting. So this is a fairly new marker. Died in April. So here's another gentleman. He was the mayor of Eatonville. So she was a registered nurse. Very cool. But it doesn't say how long he was a mayor. But the lady did say that they had several people that were mayors out here. There are no Civil War veterans that are buried here. But one thing she did notice is that that the people that were in charge of this cemetery, they have found that there's a lot of hidden graves. There's graves buried in the ground that are unmarked, and so they've had different universities or archaeological people come out and try and not excavate, but there's the equipment they can use to determine who's buried there, and what they're trying to do is determine who is buried there. So, but you can see this is fairly open. There's no fence. It's just all open like that. And when you have an open cemetery like this in Eatonville, it's going to bring all types of trouble. So, you know, we had a nice conversation. I will put the lady's information in the description box. And so if there is an opportunity, folks, for you to help them out, it'd be appreciated. Or if you know people that live in the town of Eatonville, Florida, do what you can to help, because it's just a couple, a retired couple that actually are maintaining one whole cemetery. Can you imagine that? That getting people to come out and volunteer to help. That's very interesting. But I told her I do what I can. But you know, gotta try to help people. You know, and if it's just one couple trying to bring a cemetery back to life, and there's only going to be so much longer that they can do that, because health is going to start affecting them. But it's something that, you know, I'm asking you subscribers to please consider doing what you can to help them. If there's resources that you might know of that can help them, send her an email and tell her that I recommend that you contact them. And, you know, even if you say, hey, it's a beautiful cemetery, or if you have any suggestions or whatever it may be, consider it. Because in the times we live in, you got to do what you can to try to help other people. So folks, I am going to end this video here. I want to thank you for watching. I know this was an extremely long video, but do yourself a favor. Check out the information in the description box, and it's a very interesting reading, you know, for this cemetery. So I want to thank you for watching. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend, tell a relative, tell a stranger. Through you, my channel grows. I'll leave it at that. It's been a long day. Well, folks, thank you for watching.